Hello, welcome to another video, and today we're going to be doing a just vacuuming video. And what we're going to be using today to do the just vacuum video is my a very unusual looking, well, it is in this day and age anyway, this bright orange Sanyo upright bag vacuum cleaner with its 7-stage filtration and automatic height adjustment according to the machine. Now, this machine's been reviewed on my channel. It's had a couple of videos done before, so I don't need to go into the ins and outs of this on this video. But as far as I can remember, I don't think I've actually done much vacuuming videos with it. So, in the absence of anything that I can really want to buy in Argos at the moment, and a bit of a shortage of money, I'm having to sort of do some videos of some more machines from the collection again now, until something crops up that I might want to buy. Currys and Argos, they just don't seem to have anything in that's catching me fancy at the moment. They all seem to be like Vaxes and more Dysons that I don't really want now because they're all old models. They seem to be dragging the feet, don't they, and bringing the new model out that Roger demonstrated. I mean, Argos hasn't even got the V10 in stock yet, so they haven't even got it. So I'm just wondering when they're going to get that. For anyone that's wondering, I have been asked it on my last video about the V10, and the answer is I will not be getting the V10. Not under any circumstances, at any price. I've seen enough videos on it now to make me think that it doesn't really offer me anything that my V8 doesn't already offer. In fact, I prefer using the V8 and the V6. I did use the V10 in Currys and I just wasn't very impressed with it. So the answer is no, I won't be getting a V10. So I'm afraid I'll have to look to another channel for unboxing videos for that. I think Roger might be doing one soon. He's sort of hinting at it. There's quite a few unboxing videos now of V10s on YouTube. But I'm happy with the ones I've got, and I prefer, to be honest, using my V6 for above floor cleaning because it's so small and so compact, it's just ideal. The V10 I just think is too bulky for using above floor. It's alright as an upright substitute, but for above floor I just think it's too big. The whole point of a handheld is that it's small and compact, and they've sort of defeated the whole point of that in the V10 by making it big. Anyway, so I did a big mess test yesterday with the, what did I use yesterday? Yes, the Dyson DC-15, and it has left a little bit of dust all lying around the house now, all over the TV stand and everything. And when I do these big mess tests and I have to throw all this dust down, it does tend to get all over the furniture all round as well. So I do have to do a bit of a clean up, and today we're going to use the Sanyo, as I say. It's the bags cleaner. It's 1000 watts. I've measured it on my little watt meter there, and it measures 1000 watts on max and 500 watts on minimum. So with this one you can adjust the suction. Now it's a 32mm connector on the bottom of there. The tools it's got on it aren't wonderful, so what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be using my own 32mm turbo brush, which is that. It's basically an old Vax turbo brush that seems to fit most of my vacuum cleaners that with a 32mm neck. I've got one for 35, which is the Miele, and then there's the Sevo one as well, but this little 35mm, it works quite well with that machine, believe it or not. Spins it quite quick. And I'll be using my Henry's dusting brush on the end of there as well, because it hasn't got a really good dusting brush for some reason. So we'll use the Henry's dusting brush on the end of the hose to do my dusting. So I'll just put the camera. This machine has only got a 6-metre cable. I mean, that is pretty much it. I think in its time this was a budget cleaner. It's only got a 6-metre cord on. So I've got to plug it into the middle of the room here, which means I've got to do the vacuuming in this direction towards the window. And then the same goes in that room. And then if I want to do in the kitchen, I'm going to have to plug it in down there. Because I don't do editing on my videos, as you well know. It's you'll probably just see me having to change the sockets over, as per usual in my videos. I've thrown a little bit of dirt down on the carpet here just for effect, but it's not a big mess test in any sense of the word. There is just a little bit down here just for it to pick up. Otherwise it's a little bit boring when you're seeing it clean a cleanish carpet, so there's a few little bits and pieces down there that it can suck up on its way around. Okie dokie. I'm going to put the camera down on this lower table. See if we can
get it onto shot there. Yeah, that's better, isn't it? So let's go with it from there. We'll do this room with it, and then I'll have to move the camera again to go and do in the front. Do the kitchen and the upholstery and the dusting as well, and that should be it for today. So let's go then, shall we?
you might have noticed that the machine seemed to struggle. It really seemed to struggle picking that grit up. It was rattling round in the brush roll housing for quite a long time before actually being picked up, and it was spitting a fair bit out as well. That's why I was having to keep going over and over and over the same spots of carpet. It's not very good at picking up the heavy grit straight away. It takes several passes to do it. This is what Hoover Junior used to do, if you remember, because it didn't quite have enough power to lift that heavy grit up to the nozzle, but it used to spin round in the brush roll housing for ages. That's exactly what this was doing. So I'm quite surprised about that, because that's a 1000-watt motor in there, and it's a fairly good brush roll as well, gets good agitation. Anyway, let's use the turbo brush on the sides before we go in that room. Trying to get the camera to focus on it. I have trouble with this. Yeah, you'll have to excuse the mess behind the door. That's my sort of junk area where I keep all my some fluorescent tubes down there that went in the kitchen lights not long ago, and they need to be disposed of somehow, but it's a bit of a mess. I don't like to throw fluorescent tubes in the rubbish bin because it's supposed to be hazardous material. Right. Okay, let's go into the front room then with it. On max power. Minimum power. And that's maximum. 1,000 watts, and it still struggled with that grit. Won't go all the way under the chair like some other cleaners. So we've got some pretty good agitation going on there. There's a lot of particle bouncing. Right, so I'm just going to plug in here just to go into the kitchen with it.
Well, it can't do the bathroom though because it won't do hard floors. And there we go, that is another one done. As always, I'm limited to just 30 minutes on these videos until I can get enough money to get a decent camera, which are hundreds of pounds. I just have to make do with this one for now. It does the trick just at the moment. I can't have cameras and vacuum cleaners, unfortunately, it's too much. But there we go, it's done a nice job of there. It took a little bit longer than I thought it would because it didn't get the grit up straight away. But it did have quite impressive agitation, as I showed in the front room there. So, from me and Sanyo, until the next video, I shall see you again soon.